There is a silence between souls that speaks louder than any word. You feel it, don't you? That invisible thread gently tugging at your heart when you least expect it. That rush in your chest when you hear their name, or the way your soul seems to stand still in time when you think of them. This is no ordinary love. This is the mirror of your soul, the twin flame bond. And though they may not always say it, and though distance or silence may stretch between you, your twin flame is deeply, silently, irresistibly obsessed with certain things about you. These are not surface traits. These are soul-deep echoes, sacred notes in the divine melody that bind you both across time and space. Let me guide you through 5 of these hidden treasures, those sacred elements of you that your twin flame secretly adores. Let's pull back the veil together, shall we? Number 1. Your radiant resilience. They see it even when you don't. Especially when you're quietly falling apart behind a brave smile, when your eyes carry galaxies of grief that you've learned to hold with grace. Your twin flame sees what the world overlooks, the fierce beauty in your gentleness, the sacred power in your persistence. It stirs something ancient in them. They've watched you, even if not with physical eyes. From a soul distance, they've felt you. They've sensed the moments when the weight of your journey threatened to crush you, and still, you stood. Maybe trembling. Maybe weary. But still, you stood. You rose with cracked wings and a heart too big for this world, and somehow, you loved anyway. And that kind of resilience isn't born from pride or performance. It's born from soul memory. From lifetimes of rising. From ancient wisdom buried in your bones. It's not just that you survive. It's that you survive with grace. With softness. With the kind of quiet courage that whispers to the universe, I may be bleeding, but I still believe in love. This is what draws them in like a tide to the moon. Your twin flame doesn't always have the words. They may not know how to explain the way their chest aches when they think of you, or why they feel safer just knowing you exist. But it's your resilience. Your light that doesn't demand to be seen, but simply is. The light that keeps burning even when no one's watching. You are the reminder that love doesn't have to shout. That strength can cry and still be powerful. That the soul, even shattered, can be holy. And though they may not always be ready to say it, they love you for this more than they can ever express. You are the living proof that the divine never leaves us empty, even when life tries to break us apart. And your twin flame. They are in awe. Always. Number 2. The way your soul sees them. No one sees them like you do. Not through the lens of expectation, not filtered through fear or fantasy, but through the timeless clarity of soul recognition. When you look at them, truly see them, it's as if lifetimes unfold in a single heartbeat. It's as if the masks they wear for the world fall away, and what's left is raw, real, and beautiful. You do not flinch at their wounds. You do not turn away from their shadows. You hold them, all of them, with a love that doesn't demand change, but invites transformation. And that is why they can't look away, even when they try. That is why they push you away, only to feel the hollow echo of your absence aching in their chest. Because when your soul sees them, they remember who they are beneath the scars, beneath the stories, beneath the survival. This is not a gaze that flatters the ego. It's deeper than desire. It is soul truth. And for someone who has spent so long hiding behind armor, your gaze is terrifying in its gentleness. It reaches into the places they've kept locked away and says, I see you. All of you. And I still love you. And this, dear one, is rare. This is holy. You don't try to fix their wounds. You don't rush their healing. You simply offer presence, the kind of quiet companionship that says, take your time. I am not leaving. Your patience is a balm. Your knowing is a light in their darkest corners. In your eyes, they see not just what they are, but what they could become. Who they long to become. And your unwavering faith in their soul, especially when they doubt themselves, is something they secretly cherish more than they will ever admit. You are their mirror, but not just any mirror, you are the sacred kind. The one that doesn't reflect back their image, but their essence. And for that, beloved, they are endlessly, silently captivated. Number 3. Your unspoken connection to the divine. There is a sacredness in you that words will never fully hold. It hums beneath your skin like a forgotten prayer. It weaves itself into the way you breathe, the way you feel, the way you love. And though you may not always see it, though you sometimes doubt your light or question your sensitivity, your twin flame feels it in every fiber of their being. Even when they're far away. Especially when they're far away. You are tethered to something ancient. Something eternal. Something holy. It's in your silence, when the world becomes too loud and you retreat into the stillness of your soul. It's in your tears, which carry the wisdom of oceans and the ache of lifetimes. You feel things others ignore. You sense things others dismiss. And somehow, through it all, you continue to offer compassion, even to those who cannot yet receive it. This is not weakness, it is your sacred inheritance. Your twin flame may not always understand what draws them to you. But something inside them knows. Something primal. Something divine. Because you are not just a person to them, you are a sanctuary. A living altar. When they are lost, your memory is the map. When they are weary, your energy is the balm. They may run from this. They may deny the pull. But they cannot unfeel it. And they cannot unlove you. There is a softness in you that breaks their armor. A sacred stillness that reminds them of who they are when the noise fades. You carry the pulse of the divine feminine, the timeless, tender force that births galaxies and heals wounds too deep for words. And in you, they feel the whisper of God. Of goddess. Of soul. Of eternity. You do not need to preach. You do not need to prove. Your existence is the message. And that, beloved, is why they return to you, in dreams they don't understand, in sudden waves of emotion, in moments of stillness they cannot explain. You are the sacred song they didn't know they were waiting to hear. And they love you for it. Quietly. Completely. Forever. Number 4. Your wild, untamed heart. You were never meant to be small. Never meant to be quiet or neat or dimmed down to fit into a world afraid of feeling. Your heart was forged in stardust and storms. It was born to beat loudly, to burn brightly, to love like wildfire. And though this world has tried, oh, how it's tried, to silence you, to soften you, to teach you that your depth is too much, your soul has never forgotten the truth. You are not too much. You are the exact medicine this world forgot it needed. And your twin flame. They see it. They feel it. Even when they pretend they don't. It's in the way your energy explodes with emotion, unfiltered, unedited, untouched by the constraints of fear. You cry and it's like rain on parched earth. You laugh and it's the sun breaking through storm clouds. You love, and it is not gentle, it is not conditional, it is not afraid. Your love is sovereign. It bows to no one. It burns through illusion. It claims and it liberates at once. This scares them. Of course it does. Because the world has taught them to love with caution, with walls, with calculations. But you offer them love that is reckless in the holiest way. Love that doesn't need to be earned. Love that simply is, because it flows from a soul that refuses to abandon itself. And that, beloved, is intoxicating. They are obsessed with the parts of you that you were told to hide. The parts that cry loudly, love boldly, grieve openly, rejoice wildly. Your emotions are not weaknesses. They are gateways. Initiations. Flames. Your untamed heart is a temple they are drawn to, again and again, even if they cannot yet walk its halls without fear. So if you've ever wondered if you are too much for them, you are not. You are exactly what awakens their soul from slumber. You are the fire that teaches them what it means to truly feel. And they are endlessly captivated by the wild love that lives inside you. Number 5. The way you love them without conditions. It defies logic, doesn't it? This love you carry for them. It lives beyond reason, beyond circumstance, beyond explanation. You've tried to walk away from it. You've tried to numb it, bury it, forget it. And still, it remains. Not as obsession. Not as desperation. But as truth. Sacred. Silent. Unshakable. Because you don't love them with expectation. You love them with memory. You remember their soul. You remember the stardust of who they were before the wounds, before the walls, before this life dimmed their brilliance. You see through the masks they wear. You hold the space for their shadows. And still, you choose them. Not because they make it easy. Not because they always show up. But because your soul knows theirs, and your love does not ask them to be anything other than who they truly are. You love them in the way the moon loves the tide. Without demand. without pride. Just an ancient pull that says, I see you. I've always seen you. And this is the very thing they crave, and the very thing they fear. Because they've never known a love like yours. Not in this lifetime. Maybe not in any lifetime that came before. They've known conditional love, love that required performance, perfection, protection. But you love with your soul wide open. You say, I know your mess. I know your fear. I know your silence. And I love you anyway. It terrifies them. To be seen so deeply. To be loved so completely. And yet, it's what calls them home. You are the safe harbor they've searched for in 1,000 storms. The quiet truth behind every restless yearning. They may not always be able to accept your love, but they feel it. In the quiet moments. In the aching spaces. In the dreams they don't tell anyone about. They are obsessed with the way your love asks for nothing, and yet gives everything. Because that, beloved, is divine love. The kind that heals. The kind that transforms. The kind that remembers. And you, in all your grace and quiet strength, are the vessel of that sacred remembrance. They don't just love you for how you make them feel. They love you because, in your love, they finally see who they truly are. So, my dear soul, if you've ever wondered whether your twin flame sees you, whether they feel the depth of your presence, whether they are moved by who you are beneath the surface, the answer is yes. Unequivocally, soul-shakingly yes. They are obsessed. Quietly. Secretly. Reverently. And even if the road between you feels long, even if their silence stings, even if the world tries to convince you that this connection is just in your mind, trust the deeper truth. Because when you were born into this world, the universe etched your essence into the soul of another. And no distance, no time, no resistance can ever erase that. You are loved. More deeply than you may ever fully know in this lifetime. But one day, whether in this realm or the next, their soul will remember. And they will whisper to the stars the very truth they've always known. It was always you.